Well, welcome back.
Hello, guys.
We may be smiling, but we've actually had a very tough week.
Yeah, we sure have.
Like,
let's go home, tough week.
Yeah. So you hear it all the time. People say when you're on the road, it's not all fun and games. So we've had some serious problems with our electric brakes on the Caravan.
Not once, not twice, 3 times.
Yeah. What made it worse is they were intermittent problems. So we just left Victoria High Country. So we do apologise for uploading this late, but it has been just tough.
Emotional.
Yeah, and you'll see that later on. It really is raw. But we came out of Victoria High Country and we're heading down towards the Yarra Valley, and we're fortunate we got close and then we lost our electric brakes on the Caravan.
Mm-hmm. Yes, nice place to break down though.
Yeah, so if you're going to break down in a spot, what better place than the Yarra Valley? So, but before we talk about the Yarra Valley, we'll just show some footage of things that we did to try and problem solve the issue. Well, once again, we've got electrical issues with the brakes. So where we've been so far, we've replaced the plug at the car end socket, when we looked at that originally, that was corroded, full of dirt. So the assumption was, and I probably made some bad assumptions, that's where the fault was. But I replaced that. I tried to clean it, still had an intermittent plug problem. I replaced it. Again, we kept having intermittent problems. I then also cleaned the plug end, and that all looked good. I then followed the cabling. We still had problems. I then followed the cabling right back to the wheels. They had all these connectors just wrapped up with electrical tape. Once I got inside, I discovered we have a don't know if it's in focus, but you can see where one of the cables has broken. So again, I assumed that was our problem. So I fixed that, cleaned up the connectors. They're not the best connectors that they're using nowadays in these Caravans, but I've just had to use what we've got there. We drove off, everything was working, then we lost our brakes again. So from there, what I've done, and this seems to be working. So I've gone back to the fact that it's a connection problem, the fact that it's intermittent. I'm looking where there could be movement, and I've actually had a look at the little pins on the plug. I'll just show them. Now, each of the pins actually have a little slit inside. So what I've actually done is I've actually got a little screwdriver and just opened them up a little bit. I'm assuming over time they can actually close up and not give you that nice firm contact. So I've actually done that and had the car running for probably a good 20 minutes, foot on the brake, lost count how many times, and it all seems to be working. So I'm hoping that was our problem. Just one of these pins had closed in. Actually, it would have been the brake pin, so the second one out from the middle, which would be the blue wire.
It did work. It didn't work.
It did work and it didn't work.
It worked for a little bit, and because it was the first time it happened, it was okay. It was like, oh, cool, high five. Yeah. You did a good job. So we tried about 3 or 4 different things, and as you saw in that video, but we still had problems. Being intermittent, we would fix it, and because we're out in the road, we couldn't get an auto electrician, so I was able to try and do some things that got us going. Happy days. But then 6 hours later or the next day, it would go again. Or we'd go over a bump. Yeah. And it would go. So, but in the end, we were at our wits' end, and we just, obviously you can't drive without brakes. So we managed to get to an auto electrician. We got it going for a period of time. We got to an auto electrician and he was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know at first that he was amazing.
So we arrived the night before, the afternoon before, and we tried to get in, but they were packed. They had trucks and other caravans, and they told us to come back 7 o'clock in the morning. So they really tried to get us in early.
Excellent, yeah.
And
we didn't know where we were, so we leave the car and just walk. But anyway.
So we had to walk around for 3 hours while they worked on it. But they got it fixed.
Yeah, and didn't charge us.
They didn't charge. We probably shouldn't tell everyone that, but for whatever reason, they just helped us out.
Yeah,
and
they were really good.
But it was stressful, and you can see it in this video footage. Well, we're at Ludd's Auto Electrical, and these guys have been amazing. So I mentioned we've been having problems with our brakes on the Caravan, and brought it in yesterday. They were really busy. They had trucks here. They got so much, got other Caravans, and he told us to bring it in 7 o'clock this morning. We did that, and found the fault with the actual unit. Had to pull the unit out behind the glove box, reset it, and we're all going. Plus he's given us the instruction manual if we need to do something. But yeah, really helpful people. So it's been a relief. We've had about 3 days of brake issues where it's on and off, and now that we got somewhere, we're like, that's it, we can't move until this is resolved. So in fact, here's the stress we've been under.
I can't say anything.
It's actually been a bit of a stressful few days. So we're just glad there's a few other things that have been going on, but we're just glad to finally be on the road. So we have actually had 2 hours of a behaviour just before this. So caravanning with kids and cars and caravans and brake issues, it's definitely not all fun. There are a lot of challenges along the way. Anyway, back on the road. So thanks to Ludd's Auto Electrical.
Yep.
They looked after us, so
5-star.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you do 10-star? They need 10 stars.
Yeah. But anyway, so back to the Yarra Valley. So while we were there, we had a ball. We did end up paying for a Big 4, only because I came into town. I was that stressed with everything.
Where's the closest caravan park?
Yeah. Don't care about money. Just get me somewhere safe, and then we can work on the electrical. Yeah. But at the Yarra Valley, we stayed in a beautiful town. If you're doing the Yarra Valley, Hillsville.
Is it Hillsville?
Hillsville, the town.
Hillsville.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful main street.
Big on cheese and wine.
Just amazing. All these shops everywhere. Organic shops.
Really friendly people.
Little coffee shops. So we just really enjoyed it there.
An Aldi.
Yep. So it's got all those sort of things. So we also did the chocolate factory for the boys and had a great time.
I love that.
Oh, wow. Well, there's a silver lining in every cloud. So we had brake issues, and we managed to get ourselves to the Yarra Valley, of all places, with all the wineries, and we have currently stopped off at the cheese factory.
No, chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. The chocolate factory. What do you think of it, boys?
Good. The chocolate and ice cream factory.
Yep, chocolate and ice cream. And Michelle and I have got ourselves a little treat. So we'll see what they're like. I think this one, actually keen. Tell me what you think of it. This one's a little champagne one. Whoa. Oh, that just melts. My gosh. A bit hard on the outside, and then it just melted, just broke up in your mouth. Beautiful. After the chocolate factory, just up the road, we went and did a winery for us. And have a look at this footage. But that just made our stressful week, just topped it off. Yarra Wood Estate, absolutely beautiful. Sitting here under the trees, overlooking all the vineyards. What a perfect day. In fact, what a great place to break down. Well, if you've got kids, Yarrawood Estate, I mean, there's heaps around, but we chose Yarrawood. Certainly advertise it's family friendly, and they do. They've got a nice big area here for kids. Soccer ball already set up, totem, they had cricket. So yeah, adults can relax under the tree with a wine, overlooking the vineyards, and the kids can play. What a great spot. Just magic. But overall, we, what I want to say is, what is minor? Well, actually, your brakes aren't minor, but if you're at home, it's not a big issue. You can fix all these things, get an auto electrician out too. But when you're on the road, your car and caravan, it's everything. So that stress level, where it would be here, is just through the roof. And also where we were, like we were going down windy roads. Yeah. Windy roads with no brakes. Yeah. And we did have some kids not behaving. Yeah, I think we mentioned that in the video. Which made it a bit worse. But anyway, look, so apologise, this video's out a bit later, probably a bit shorter, but it has been just an awful week, except for the winery and all that side. It was very stressful. Yeah. So hoping things look up from here on. Up and up, up, up. We've had our fair share of incidences already on our trip. So maybe we are the channel you can watch for things not to do. But always minor, and there's always silver lining. There is. You could have got to look at that. You get lemons, you make lemonade. Absolutely. And we made wine. She's magic. Anyway, like, subscribe, and join us. Make sure you hit the like button and comment. And follow. Yeah. We'd love you to join on. Comment, comment, comment. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye.